So I'm going to be cooking fish, but fried fish and fried stew. You know, it's going to be different. Is if you've seen the fish that I made before, it's just fresh fish. You know how we cook fresh fish in Nigerian way, but today I'm going to be cooking the same fish, but I'm going to be frying it, and I'm just going to show you how I do this. It's quite interesting. I'm sure. So if you'd like to see how I do this, continue watching. I have what we call like chili, like shombo, you know, that's what we call it. I have the scotch bonnet here, then I have my onions here. If you see onion, I have the red onions, and I'm using the white onions as well. So why I'm showing it, to show it like this, is because I'm going to boil it first. Why I boil mine is because I'm going to be using my blender I'm going to blend it with blender, but I don't want it to be smooth. I just want it to, you know, I want it to be, I don't want it to be very, very smooth, because if you want to cook fried fish or fried anything and you blend the pepper too smooth, then it will be difficult for you to fry, or it will take time, and it just waste your oil and all that. So I'm going to put this in a pot, and I'm going to boil it a little bit so that it will be very soft and easy to blend. If you have a very strong blender, then you can just blend it like this, or if you're in Nigeria and just take it to people that blend, just tell them just to blend it once, and then you'll be ready to use. So I'm going to put it in a pot, and the next time you see it on my stove. So I'm just going to, I've covered it, and I'm allowing it to boil a little bit before I'll blend it. Then I'll add the tomatoes as well. So now I'm going to be washing my fish. Let's go there. Everything has been, just to make sure that by the way, what I did here is I cut the I brought it out from the freezer actually, and then I soak it in salt water. So it's been here since morning, and I'm just going to clean it in case I still have scale left, because it was done for me in the market, but you never can tell, you know, you still have to clean it out. So, and that's what I'm just doing. So just making sure, you see, I still have scale on it, so just to make sure there is none on it. Okay, so I've almost, this is clean. I'm going to season it right away. So I'm going to be adding my salt. I'm just adding salt there. And one thing I like in cooking, when I'm cooking fish, is to use white pepper. I love using white pepper. So I'm going to be seasoning, and I'm going to be using my white pepper and black pepper. I'm just going to put them in like that. just like that. Okay, and I'm going to use my multi-purpose. Normally I would have used like another, but I want to use this so that, because it contains garlic and everything, so I'm just going to use that to season it. Okay, so let's see. Then I'll leave it in here. Put it aside. Okay, so now it's boiling, and I'm just going to take it out and I'm going to blend it. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. So now I have my pepper blended. You don't have to go through all the steps that I did. It's just to get your pepper mixtures and everything, and then you put it on fire to reduce and to cook, and then we'll continue with our pepper. So now I'm just going to allow it to cook, and I'll get back to you. And I'm going to cut a piece. I'm going to cut a piece of onion, or a little bit of onion, into it and wait for it to fry. And don't forget, I'm using non-stick fry pan, so it will be easier in case you are not using non-stick fry pan. I will tell you the secret as well, but I'm using non-stick, so it might be a little bit easy. So I have my pepper here, so I'm still working on that, as you can see here. So I've just given it a stir and just allow it to continue cooking. Cover it while I go back to my oil. You can use any vegetable oil that you have, but I'm using the one I'm using here. It's I bought it in Asda. It's Solesta extra virgin olive oil. So they said it's for pasta and salad dressing, but of course you know that I use it to cook. So my onion is definitely frying. I guess I'm not using the right I'm using my this is what I have. So in fact, I'm looking for it. I should buy my Iwa Akara. That's what we call it. I don't know. So now I'm going to start putting my fish. You can see my fish is still here. As you can see, it's here. Oh my goodness, look at me. So I'm going to put my fish. Normally you allow your fish to dry a little bit, so I'm reducing the heat before putting the fish into the fry pan. Allow the water on the fish to dry a little bit before putting it, because it helps it when you are frying. It helps it to, reduce so I'm going to leave the three. So it's frying like that. So I'm going to allow it to fry on that side before turning it. If it's not fried and you try to turn it, then you are going to, of course, make a mess. But you want your fish to fry, then you do this. You can also use a fryer. I have a fryer somewhere, but I'm not using fryer today because I don't fry my things. I don't really fry much. So I'm going to fry the way we were taught when we were growing up. So, washing my hands and allow it to fry. Okay, as you can see, so now, as you can see, I've allowed it to dry. Okay, so I've allowed it to dry on that side. So I'm going to turn it to this side. Okay, and I'm just going to turn it now, please. And on this side as well. So yeah, so that is the secret. You don't turn it until it's dry on that side, then you turn it over. If you turn it while it's not dry, everything will just scatter. So that is what we are doing. So my pepper is boiling. I'm going to turn it off now and wait for the fish to get ready before we continue cooking. So I'm going back to my fish and allow it to cook, fry on the other side. So yeah, it's fried. You can take it out if you want, but I'm not taking it out, honestly. I'm going to have it. Okay, so I'm going to allow it to fry now. As you can see, because I didn't allow the pepper to blend very smooth, you can see it will help me not to waste too much oil. so I'll be able to, and it will help me to fry faster. So I'm going to just allow it to fry a little bit. Okay, so yes, I forgot to say this. If you want to use tin tomatoes, you fry it with the onion first, with the oil. I like to fry a little so that you remove the tangy taste. Then before adding your pepper, but I'm not using twin or paste concentrated tomatoes. I'm just going to allow it to fry, and I'm just going to. Okay, as you can see that it started frying, and you wonder why I didn't put any spice already, because I use spice to season my fish. So that is why I'm not going to put any salt. I'm not putting anything until I finish, until later, much later, because I already seasoned my fish with all the spices and everything that I want, and I'm not going to add anything here until I taste it later. So that's why, as you can see, it's already frying, and I'll cover it. So fry. So I've got my fish here, and I'm going to add my fish to my pepper. So I'll reduce the heat before adding it. Oh please. So I'm just going to add it. You can see that my fish is in one piece, so I'm just going to put this. I think that's all it can take. That's all it can take. So I'm just going to try to, at this point I can't stir it or anything, so I'm just going to shake. Then I'll cover it up and allow it to. Okay, so okay, before we go on, I'm going to taste. Now I need salt. Okay, so I'm going to add salt. Then I'm going to be adding salt, and I'm going to be adding stock cube. I think I should add one more. Okay, so now that I've added, I need to mix it. Okay, it should be okay now. Yeah, just right. Salt and the stock cube. So it's coming out now. You can see the oil coming up. So I'm going to allow it to simmer. And that's it still. Yes, lovely. And that's how you cook your fried fish stew. Thanks for watching and remain blessed. Enjoyed watching how I cook my fish, my fried fish stew. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click the like button, and don't forget to share to friends and families. Encourage me on my channel. I have so much. Someone just asked me to cook ikokore. Ikokore is our Ijebu food. So I am going to cook ikokore very soon, you know. And then I have another delicacy that I cook. That one is the recipe from my grandma. I'll cook that as well. Don't forget to subscribe once again and remain blessed.